guys, welcome to this week's episode with us RGJ Trains at David Junction. So once again we're in the position that we are filming this ahead. So again, I want to say if we ever miss announcing anything that comes in the post or just anything in general, if we miss it and you think, oh, they're just not going to mention it, it might be that it comes in the next video, because sometimes obviously Rob gets really on it with the sneak peeks as well. So it will either be edited into the video if it hasn't already been done, or announced in the next thing. I just want to say that so people don't think, oh, they're not appreciating what I've done, what I've sent, what I've said. Just making sure people know it's not that. It's just at the moment we're able to get filming because it's so warm. So anyway, guys, for this week, so obviously I have still got this hill that I am tackling, but at the moment there is so many different bits that are doing. I still need the inspiration. I've got a couple of trees now. I might do the flowers on the video, because while I've done it on the lives, not necessarily everyone has seen them, because not everyone does get to see them. So I'm going to do that. I need to make some more tabs. I still haven't got around to that. But I am just trying to crack on with that, so that is done and safe for Rob. Meanwhile, Rob is actually doing some work on the TMD, but he is looking at, so because of the kit we won during last year's Moderators Awards, so this is the base of the, the
TMD.
Yeah, but what is it? It's the inspection pits. So that is all glued together. He has actually sprayed it. He didn't video this, which shame, guys. He used the airbrush. Even cleaned it out.
I've still got to use the airbrush for the insides anyway.
So yeah, Rob has put that together, but then
all the different parts for it that will all need spraying.
So that is what he's working on, because this has got to go under the floor.
No, it's got not to go under the floor.
No, it's got to.
I've got to cut 2 holes for the pits into the
to let it sit. So that's a very much lining it up correctly, and I don't envy you, put it that way. So Rob is going to be working on the TMD. I still need to weather it and things like that, but at the moment it's more about the insides. Also, he is hoping to get some wiring done this week, so we have cleared it underneath. There's been a massive tidy up. We've got rid of a load of stuff to find out that actually something that we did have could have been used. Hindsight, it's a great thing, guys. So that is also plans for week, is for him to try and get underneath. There is room now for him to actually lay out. So that's the plans. However, we did mention that we were having a visit this week. Well, we've actually got a couple, but the next visit will be on next week's. Yeah. We're looking forward to that.
We have a special guest we haven't seen for nearly a year.
Well, actually, technically, the visit that we're getting will be on the day the episode's coming out. So while we're saying this, we have had the visit today when you're watching it. Because it'll be Saturday that it's released. And
we need a TARDIS.
We do need a TARDIS. So technically today, when you guys are watching it, we will have had a lovely visit. And I'm sure it would have been lovely, fantastic. But obviously, we will get onto that next week. So
because that's working with somebody for something else.
Yes, but I don't want to do too much on it.
And then we've got the other visitor is someone very special to us as well.
So,
but this week's visitor, Grace.
This week's visitor.
Yes. Who's that?
Who's that? Someone who hasn't been here for ages. Mr. Gavin Fry has come and joined us this week. He's not here at the moment, otherwise you know him. He was on the camera before, but he's not here at the moment, so we're just cracking on. But, guys, we did mention before...
Well, don't walk just yet. Give me a chance. Okay.
Now I can walk.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know if I'm going too fast.
No, you're all right.
So... guys, we want to thank, so we did mention this. Gavin had mentioned to us with all our issues that we've been having, especially with the MacBook. So it's a brilliant piece of kit, but it does not cope with StreamYard. So Gavin has made us a computer, and we're so grateful. We're stunned, but he's made it so all our needs that we needed for StreamYard, things like that.
Future-proof, basically.
Yeah, so we can't believe it, guys. It's got purple in it. It's got purple actually in it. I'm not going to move it around because it'll. But the keyboard is purple.
The mouse
is purple. We have something up there.
Oh yeah, we have. Right, for those of you that watch Prescott Portraits, will understand why we have a clock up there. Why do we have a clock up there?
Why do we have a clock up there? Because I'm sitting doing my drawing, and as we know, I hyperfocus. And as
what's one of the latest times you've literally crawled back into bed and woken me up?
1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
It could be later if you want.
No, thank you. You've got cold feet.
But yeah, we still can't believe it. We're still sorting out things. We are hoping. So for what is our time now, let's get back in the TARDIS. What is now our time Tuesday, we are hoping to trial a StreamYard Live tonight using that. Obviously that one, there isn't as many people, but it should help us work out any teething problems. We are getting a small webcam to start off with, so obviously because we've had so much lately.
We'll still be using, the webcam will be used for the face,
yes.
But we'll still be using the phone at the moment for the actual work things, because we need to save up the pennies to invest in better webcams. Yes. And we're hoping, guys, we're really hoping that during the live streams we can have a couple of webcams permanently based on the layout.
Like Mark, Dad.
Like Mark, like Jason. And the idea I've got is rather than being able to see them when you can see the layout in real life, they're going to be hidden underneath buildings, and the buildings are just going to be removed afterwards. Oh, didn't I tell you that?
No, you didn't tell me that. That's
no, so
you guys know before me.
What I'm thinking is a couple of, I don't know if maybe Metcalf, or I'll use a 3D printer to print a couple of buildings to hide the webcams, and then on the live streams, we'll just pick those buildings up out of the way.
That's not a bad shout.
So they'll be permanently fixed to the layout, but hidden.
So I now know and a few people will get that. That's from crew and that, so they will get what I mean by that. But that is actually a really good idea. You have to do a video on it. Surprise! Walking through the door. There is actually someone there.
2 seconds.
Bear with, guys. So anyway, guys, as we come, is he going out for a minute? He's leaving me out for a minute. That was actually spookily timing. No, we did not set that up. It's just a pure fluke. I think Mum is actually heading out to the shop, so that's probably why she's not just before she goes. Because I have a clock to know the time. But anyway, on that, guys, I just want to say a huge thank you. You know, we do not say this. I want to say it again because we do worry. So we're not saying these things about this to say we ever expect it. Or I know people have said to us before, I wish I was in the position to donate or send you something. And guys, this is not about that. This is not the reason we're doing it to say, hey, we've got this, see who can top it, see who can do it, see who can send what. It's not about that, guys. It's purely showing how grateful we are, because it's hard to give back. You know, we want to be able to give back, and at the moment, doing videos and thank yous like this is what we've got. So hopefully people will understand why we're doing it, not feel the pressure. And I just had to fill the time there before Rob goes in.
Because Mum actually knocked the door to tell me something, and then she forgot what she wanted to tell me.
Oh, I thought she was going out shops. I literally said it was spooky timing, how we just talked about surprise and that. And the door knocked. But yeah, anyway, guys, on that, I think we are going to head off now to start things. But
have you made it very clear that donations like this and the smaller ones you have, I presume you have.
Can you put the crickets there, please? Just as
Leave it quiet a bit. And talk.
So, guys, I'm repeating, but hey ho, you get it twice, so it's just as nice. Where's that from?
Don't know.
That's from a film, anyway. So, yeah, guys, we are going to crack on now. But once again, a massive thank you, Gavin. And, guys, we will cracking with what we're doing, and we'll see you on the episode. Bye for now.
Hey guys and girls, so Rob's actually doing some work this week with the help of Gavin, it has to be said. So we're going to try and get at least one switch point wired up. We've got the point motors, got the CDU, got the switches, and obviously you've got the wires coming off there and a lot of spare wire as well. So because this is purely a learning curve for me, I'm not going to film. I film another one properly, but on this one I'm just going to do it in stages to show you what's happening. Okay, catch you in a bit. Right, so we've got the CDU screwed into the side of the board where the switches and the gauge master controller is. The handy thing about that, obviously you can see it's still discharging, but you've got the two status lights, and so we'll be able to see that when it is fully discharged. Right guys, so I've got these cheap and cheerful heat shrinks with actual solder in them. What we need to do is extend the wires, and he pulls it out very carefully, extending the wires on the point motors. So like I say, the cheap and cheerful, they do work. I find them much easier than trying to solder, especially when you've got thin wires like this. And it's literally a case of getting both the wires in the middle and burning your fingers. That's what usually happens anyway. No. So you've just got to wait, and he's burning his fingers. You've just got to wait until the solder in the middle melts. It does take a bit to get going. Just take a look at that. And that looks like it's gone. So we'll just have a test. Right guys, so we're underneath the layout. Excuse the messiness of the wires. This is all going to be tidied up. Up here, the point motor is sat up there above that piece of wood. We've got the black and the red. The green is going to the CDU. And we've got these joiners so we can step them. There's actually another point motor here, and we're just going to step them through. I'm not the best at doing this. I do have guidance with Gavin, thankfully. But yeah, this is where we are so far. We're going to test, solder up and test two switches. One. So we're still in the testing phase of these point motors. We've got them wired up to the CDU, we've got them wired up to switches as well, which we still need to make a plan for a board for the switches. But if my lovely assistant Grace can flick the switch, and then the other way. So obviously we have working switches. They need to be fixed down. We need to find a way of hiding them, because they're not exactly the prettiest things in the world, including the wires. But with great thanks to Gavin, who's not done it, he's actually taught me how to do it, so I should be able, moving on, put the other point motors in. And give us one more go, Grace. That's it. So we have working motors, guys. So I think what we'll do is call it there. Oh, give us an extra one. We'll call it there for the end of this episode. Sorry if it's a boring one. What I'll do is, once I've learnt it, I'll do a better, more in-depth way of showing how I did it.
I revolted, Rob. What it is I revolted.
Okay.
Because it's our channel, it was your turn.
Yeah. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Any tips, hints, tips and tricks, as always, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and share if you're new, and any constructive feedback is always welcome. Thanks very much, guys. Take care and bye bye.